Good morning, my friends. Wow, what a beautiful morning. 20th of March, 2025. Oh, just had a lovely run. You guys jealous? I'm sure you are. I know you are. Well, anyhow, this is my beautiful life. Yeah, in my beautiful life, I have time to think. I'm sure I'm going to rush off to the office just now, but I definitely make time to be up before sunrise, fart around the cottage, go for a run, lift some heavy things, and think. Remember my dreams if I can. But talking about dreams, what I was thinking about this morning is how it is that our understanding of the way stuff works, and some people call it stuff, some people call it the universe, some people call it the way things are, some people call it the simulation. But anyhow, that stuff, the way it works, our understanding of how it works seems through the ages to be influenced by how technology and how politics and our society is panning out. So definitely, like thousands of years ago, 5,000 years ago, we had the idea that stuff works in the same way as the kingdoms of the ancient Middle East, where there were despotic kings that ruled over everything, and they were so powerful that they must have made everything, surely. And the technology was of potters and pottery, and they must have made everything surely out of mud. But don't judge them, because we're doing exactly the same right now. We're using metaphors that come out of our own understanding of technology to try to create a world view, just like in the Newtonian era, when Isaac Newton discovered the first and the second and the third laws of thermodynamics. I don't know, but basically the idea that there's cause and there's effect. So everything that we're living in now, this stuff, must have been caused by other stuff. That was a worldview for many years. Lots of us are, when I say us, I mean the collective humanity of 8 billion people, are still caught up in that. Some of us are still caught up in the despotic Middle Eastern autocratic worldview. But now there's another worldview emerging, and I'm thinking about my dreams now, and I'm realizing how in the world of computing and the world of robotics and the world of artificial intelligence, how it is that we've now come to see that there's such a thing as training AI in simulations. So rather than training self-driving cars to drive around the streets where they could possibly hurt themselves or hurt other people, they've been trained in simulations. So if you follow the talkings and the ramblings of the NVIDIA guy or other guys in the AI space, they speak about simulations being used for training. And I'm wondering, is that not one possible of the thousands of explanations there are about what dreams are? Is it not possible that what we do is we create simulations in our dreamscape to try out different ways of thinking, different ways of feeling, different ways of being in the world? And is it not possible that that's what dreams are? So we practice in a place where it's safe for us to practice. That could be. I don't know. I'm just reflecting more on how it is that technology helps us move into newer understandings of how things could possibly be. Maybe there's a bit of truth in the Middle Eastern autocratic view. Maybe there's a snippet of truth in the view of the Newtonian physics, and maybe there's a snippet of truth in the worldview that comes out of this simulation theory stuff. I don't know. But what I do know is it creates interesting thoughts in my mind. It creates the thought as well that says that, well, what I call the dream, I'm thinking and I'm presuming that that's the simulation. But what if the waking reality is the simulation, and I just don't have enough recollection of the dream to realize that that's the real state? What if there is no real state? What if there are multiple other states that I'm not even aware of? These are all questions. I don't have the answers to these things, but I love the idea of playing around with in my mind. I find it entertaining. I find it fun. It gives me pleasure.